All right, Shalom. This is Brother Tazabah from the GMS Birmingham camp. I want to start out by giving all glory, infinite praises unto Yahweh Shema Washai, that one of some of our apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that teach and that rule well. And salutations unto the Akim throughout the four corners that are putting their life on the line. We can and we got. I just wanted to come real quick, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Just a quick meditation thereof, man, because, Jay, at the workplace, Jake is caught up into everything, man. Paying attention to everything. Big on football, especially here in Alabama. Jake's avid football fan, man. But, you got these other Jakes that's, they, on a high level, but they think they're on a high level. But, it was a Jake asking me about the bricks. We was chopping it up, and, Jake basically didn't understand what was gonna lead to next. And it just made me think, it's like, yeah, Jake think this currency, this next digital, this next currency is gonna be that it's the mark, you see, but it's deeper than that, man. It's not deeper than the mark. Let's not get that. But just thinking in a metaphorical sense. Hey, man, the new currency is gonna be blood, because either you spiritually spilling this blood for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh by putting your life, by presenting your life a living sacrifice, suffering day in and day out the struggles of what it is to serve the Lord righteously, or you're going to sacrifice physical blood in the day of Jacob's trouble, man, during Esau's great sacrifice, man, in his attempt to try to get his blood right, his birthright back, man. All right. On the day that he go, that's why the Lord is going to come step in on our behalf, man. Because, the scriptures will speak. Let me go here first. This is Revelations 13-16 to set the stage. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Yeah, because Jake was talking about, like, it don't matter from the rich to the poorest. That with this new brick system that's coming online, that is finna completely just wipe the dollar off the playing stage, man. And he understands this. But Esau is gonna come with that RFID. And with that RFID, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You see? But the premise I want to get into, this is the currency. You see, the currency to exist in Esau's new society is going to be that RFID. And with that RFID, you've sacrificed yourself over to Satan, man. And with that, you're right. Esau is righteous in spilling your blood in the day of Jacob's trouble, man. Because you fully, wholeheartedly giving yourself over to him, but you're doing it now. Because he's fattening you. He's going to fatten his sacrifice, man. All right. So let's get here. All right. Yeah, because with this RFID coming, and we see what's going on with the bricks, the new currency is going to be digital. But with it, the silver, the gold, because that's always going to be something being played out on. That's always going to be playable too. It's going to be silver and gold, even in the digital world. Because the Lord just set that up as a universal money currency. This is Isaiah 13-17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, and that's those Russians. All right, dwelling in that land, which shall not regard silver, and as far as gold, they shall not delight in it. All right. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. All right. You see, it says, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when Yahweh Hashem Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. You see, this is what's coming to America. The currency is blood. Because silver nor gold shall be regarded in that day. Because there's a lot of people that's going to spill blood, all due to what? They refuse to take it. So the true currency in that day is gonna be what? Blood, man. Because if you're not taking it, if you're not taking the RFID, what? You're a threat to national security. So what? He's gonna spill your blood, man. All right. Let's go here. Because I was speaking to the blood being spilled. All right. This is Romans 12:1. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because it's our duty to do the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Just go to the book of Ecclesiastes, last chapter, last verse. All right, for this is the whole duty of man. All right, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice. How do you present your body as a living sacrifice? By going to the highways and byways, doing your lessons, keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. It says, a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, not unto man, unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, which is your reasonable service, because that's what we were born to do anyways. All right? Be not conformed to this world. You see? Because what? The fashion of this world is finna pass away, just like its money currency. It has no weight in the days to come in the sight of the Lord, because the only thing that's gonna matter is the spirit, man. The spiritual sacrifices that you've made, your deeds, your works. All right. So either you sweating for the Lord now, or you're gonna bleed for judgment's sake later. Let's go here. This is Hebrews. No, it's a lot. It says a living sacrifice. I went into living sacrifice. Yeah. This is Jeremiah chapter 48, verse 10. It says, cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully, and cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood. So we're supposed to be doing the work of the Lord. All right. That's how you present your body as a living sacrifice, by doing his work, not for filthy lucre's sake, not for the sake of women, not for the sake of boasting and bragging, not for the sake of just being an angry man, not doing the work of the Lord deceitfully, understanding that Yahweh Shai is the physician, and this is a part of the pleasing act that, this is the pleasing act in which will cause us to receive salvation, man. All right. And it says, cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood. You see, that's how you put your body as a living sacrifice. Because what? You're presenting yourself as that champion. He that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Endure as a good soldier. When you go into soldier, goes into the champion for the cause. So what? You going to war. You're warring for the cause of Yahweh Shai. And we ain't talking physically, because hey, this ain't our kingdom, man. All right. Let's go here. This is Hebrews. Yeah. This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 30. For we know him that have said, vengeance belongeth unto me. I will recompense. So the Lord said he will recompense. I will recompense, saith the Lord. Again, the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, shall judge his people. So when the Lord comes back to pay these people back, how will he pay these people back? Will it be with money? He said, for vengeance belongeth unto me. They just killed his son 2 days ago. His people are still being found in the hand of the thief and the captor and the oppressor. Again, the Lord should judge his people. Why? Because his people are down here doing evil and doing wickedness, hand in hand with this devil, man. So the Lord said, if the Lord always judged his people by blood, what more for the captor? He's gonna judge this place by blood, man. Because, matter of fact, let's go here. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's go here first. This is Matthew 6:24. It says, no man can serve two masters. Either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Mammon. That's what that mark is about in Revelations 13, man. All right? That's what that mark is about. You serving Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you serving Satan. All right? His physical representation on planet Earth, which is Esau. All right? So I'll finish off here. This is Joel 3. I'll start at 3. All right. But the point is at 4. And they have cast lots for my people and have given a boar for an harlot and so a girl for wine that they might drink. Yeah, and that's what these heathens did along with Esau, selling us, doing the transatlantic slave trade, doing the sub-Saharan slave trade. Yeah, it says, yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? All right, that's those Hamitic Hamites, man. I mean, those Hamitic demons, man, them Hamites. Will ye recompense? Will ye render me a recompense, or will you pay the Lord back? And if you recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your head. How will you pay the Lord back? Will it be the same way you did his people? Or could you pay him back in silver and gold? Because the Lord told you, hey, that should not be regarded by the Medes, man. All right. It says, yeah, I just finished this. It says, because ye have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into your temples and my goodly pleasant things. Yeah, we were carried into all of these different religions, these different philosophies, carried into these different nations, man. It says, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians. So who are the Grecians? All right. We know who the Greeks go back to. All right. That ye may remove them far from their border. It says, behold, I will raise them out of the place where ye have sold them. All right, that's also here in America and scattered throughout the earth, and will return your recompense or your payback. This is how you paid us back after we were supposed to be released from slavery. Look what he did. He came with Jim Crow. He came with the Reconstruction era. He came with the Civil Rights era. He came with the crack epidemic. He came with the slut movements. And then he's just gonna come out with the outright modern day hand against Jake, man. That's gonna cause the Lord to intervene. All right. It says, and will return your recompense upon your own head. All right. So the same way you paid the Lord's people back, he's gonna pay you back, man. All right. So let's go here, finishing off. All right. This is Matthew 24, verse. I'll start at 21. All right, verses on the point is 22. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So you could think of any time upon the planet Earth, and you can't compare it what's to come. Huh? You can't imagine a TV movie, a dream, nothing that has been fathomed prior to could compare to what's to come, nor anything after, man. Not in great tribulation and judgment, in great horror. It said, except those days be shortened, because this is the day that, hey, it should be an exchange of powers, man. And it should be an exchange of currencies. So the Lord is gonna, the ones that righteously, suffered for righteousness' sake, endured, they're gonna come through the Spirit. They're gonna be able to actually spill physical blood on behalf of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Because what? On the other side, Esau's just gonna be spilling physical blood, period, man. All because of his desire to get the birthright, and seeing that it is no longer he has no longer authority and power or dominion over the earth. He's gonna try to fight the Lord himself for it. And what? Spill even more blood until his blood is spilled. All right. It said, except those days be shortened, There should no flesh be saved. Yeah, because if he can't have it, no one can. But for the elect, that's the whole purpose of you presenting your body as a living sacrifice, going through these things, enduring to the end, enduring as a good soldier. All right, because you was that witness. Same thing they did to your creator, they did it unto you. And now the righteous judges will be placed back, huh? But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. All right? So that shows you the currency that shall be exchanged in the days to come shall be blood, man. And you don't want, you want to be built up in, you want to have a spiritual bank account in that day, man. Because there's a tab that must be paid. And that currency is blood, man. Because we got a tab to pay. And what we're spilling spiritual blood, man, that we may be redeemed from it. I ain't got to pay that. Yahushua already paid it full. But we got to act accordingly until, man. Hey, but that's all I had through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to end off by giving all glory, infinite praises unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the honest to my apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Until the next time, Shalom.